if you click this video, I can guarantee you that you have above average IQ than the rest of people. Why is that? Well, because the title resonated with you, and the title of this video is along the lines of why smart people feel overwhelmed and how I fixed it. Now, that doesn't mean I claim myself to be smart or intelligent. However, I have noticed a thing with myself and other people, and people, especially people who are very, very smart, that there are, two things that goes on. There's a stage where they feel super overwhelmed. Maybe that stage really doesn't go away. However, the two types of smart people are those with so much going on, so much ideas, so many tasks, so many things in their head, and there's no direction. Those are smart people who haven't found their optimal lifestyle or direction or channeling. Then there are the people who are smart, but they've been able to lock away all other things and they are channeling their energy and focus in one direction. And those are the successful smart people. So these are the two groups, and I found myself to be dabbling between those two groups time and time again. I believe you are one of those people who is in probably the group which is overwhelmed, which has too much going on, too many ideas, too many tasks. In the 21st century, you scroll Twitter or you watch YouTube, every second a new idea comes into you, a new thought, a new tool, something that grabs your attention away from what you originally were thinking, what you originally thought. And this can be stressing, this can be tiresome. I know how it feels. You have an idea to build an app or to launch one specific product, right? And then suddenly another idea comes to mind, which for you at that moment suddenly feels even better. How can you make sense of this? So smart people, they feel this overwhelm because they are constantly looking out for opportunities and analyzing information. Everyone isn't like this. Not everyone is analyzing information, taking it to account, processing it, translating it into, for example, a new business opportunity. Everyone is not like this, but you are probably like this, and I am like this. And I have been suffering from this problem. I will tell you that. So as a smart person like you, or we don't even have to say smart, because putting ourselves in that group, we claim ourselves to be smart. Let's just say super active person. You see countless opportunities and way to improve your life, possibly other people's lives too. And the abundance of information can be paralyzing, because how do you determine what to do? How do you channel out the noise? And how do you stop feeling overwhelmed? This is what we're going to talk about in this video a bit more. And this is an important topic. Smart people, driven people, active people, they also have high standards, and they analyze a lot. So they will be, in what we call the stage analysis paralysis. And this is a dangerous trap for you if you are a founder, if you are a driven person, because you are super, super attentive to details and analyzing things. You process information a lot, and you get stuck in the loop where you are simply processing without translating that into action. You are not channeling it into a direction, into a purpose. And, this is why you are failing. This is why you are not succeeding in your goals, because you are not driving things forward, or you haven't locked into one thing. And it can be challenging to find out what to do and to commit. This is something that takes time, but it's something that has to be done for your success, right? Another side of it is fear of missing out. Suddenly there's a new thing that happens, a new tool or a new vibe, and you fear of missing out. So you start analyzing and processing that, because even thinking about it somehow gives relief, because you are feeling that you're not missing out. You are staying up to date, right? And so smart individuals or active individuals, they will be thinking a lot. They will analyze every angle, the consequence, the potential pitfall of something, and it ends into endless research cycles. and decision making delays, you stop making decisions. At the end, you're just overloaded with information, and instead of having clarity when you read a lot of information, it becomes complex to make the right decision. One of the famous words for this, especially in the recent, is the word context switching. It's when you constantly switch between projects, context, ideas, or frameworks, and your brain is not able to handle it, right? So, me, who is I would say, very active person, and why am I claiming to be active? Because I have so many things going on. I have, multiple companies, multiple partnerships, multiple projects, multiple niches that I'm working in, and even I am doing too much than I should. That's 100%. And what I understood is that I'm in that one of the sort of bad consequences of that is the context switching and what it does to your brain. Because when you're in the focus mode, when your brain is compounding thinking, brain power, it is improving its way, and its focus is in one mode. It's sort of locked into one mode. But when you're suddenly changing the topic and suddenly you have to work on something else, you're restarting. It's like a computer. It's like it's restarting, and it takes time to load. And this is hurting your own brain and your own clarity. All in all, you will end up with fragmented thoughts scattered across, all these ideas, and you've probably tried to use tools to help you. So you've probably tried to use notebooks, apps, sticky notes, other tools online, productivity apps, Todoist, Miro, Notion, ChatGPT, you name it. But if you aren't if you aren't channeling, if you aren't having a tool that is one tool to focus the attention, which is optimized for you to channel your energy to make decisions and to help you in your goals within the intent and the outcome, then you will be stuck forever in the endless cycle of analyzing, just being overwhelmed and becoming in the analysis paralysis, fragmented mode. How I fixed this? I fixed my own overwhelm by building a thinking system. And you might think that I'm now promoting something. No, I'm really not. And you don't even have to use my tool to, solve your issue. What you have to do is that you have to analyze what it is that you want to achieve. Once you have analyzed what it is that you want to achieve, your goals, your aims, you need to analyze the path, the ways to get there through your own identity. What do I mean by that? Well, when there is some goal or aim that you have, you need to make sure that it is in line with who you are, because if it's not in line with who you are going to fail. You are not going to succeed. It's going to be outside of what's natural to you, and so it will become too much friction. Now, there's a way to do that without doing literally writing a piece of paper, but this requires some inner thought. What I did was I built Thinklist, and Thinklist is a thinking system. It's like a centralized brain for all your thoughts and ideas. It is an AI tool that knows you, your aims, your goals, what you want to achieve. And while you use it, it learns over time, and it is meant to help you reach your goal. So imagine you have ChatGPT, which knows you. Then you have Notion, which is like a workplace for you to write. And then you have the memory, which uses all of the workspace, the pages, the docs, the links, and analyzes that with your goal to provide you better insight. And on top of that, you have the AI work as a coach to help you as a coach or an assistant reach your goal, right? So I built Thinklist. It took away all the tools that I was juggling with. It helped me research what I have to do, what I have to align on, and my priorities. And it let me day by day execute my daily habits and the habits or the tasks that I need to do to achieve my goal. One of the best things about Thinklist is that anytime I got an idea, anytime I had a note, anytime I had a link or a tool, I found all of these things and distractions which came from my interaction with the outside world. I put it into Thinklist and it automatically just organized it for me. It put it into links, it put it into docs, it put it into files, and it put it into its place so that when I needed it later, I could search it and find it. And if I wanted to process it, I didn't even have to read it myself. I could just chat with the AI and have it analyze it for me and tell me, is this relevant for me or is it not relevant for me? And like that, whenever there was a resource or some distraction, it simply was put into the AI, which is my Thinklist assistant, and it's there to prioritize for me, analyze for me if this is something I should, bother myself with or not. So you can really think of Thinklist as an operative system for founders, for driven people, for people who are overwhelmed, a place for you to really reach your potential. And this sounds like so cringe and cliche, but this honestly is how I look at it. You can imagine that I replaced all of these tools here: Miro, Notion, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Todoist. All of these tools I replaced with one. All the memory is in one place. All of my business tasks, my projects, my aims, my goals is now being analyzed by the AI, which helps me write the research, write the documents, and just understand what it is that I'm trying to do. And yeah, let me be honest, ChatGPT, if you use it a lot, it will know quite a lot about you and it will be able to answer you and help you. And I'm sure you are using ChatGPT every day. The problem is that ChatGPT, which is creating nice outputs, you are not able to channel it anywhere. It's not going anywhere except in your head. You appreciate what the ChatGPT says, but now you have to go and do something. You have to put it in the document to share it with the other people. You have to take it into your strategy. There is no workspace or understanding or even saving of this information so that you can proceed without having it in your head. And this is why Thinklist, I believe, is game changer, because it's like Thinklist and Notion unified together on steroids, right? So, this is short how I solved my own problem of overwhelm. And, I have long time tried so many different things in terms of SaaS strategies, marketing, freelancing, switching what I'm doing online and trying to find my purpose, and align it with business. So I know how it is to feel overwhelmed and to even be helpless in a way that you don't know what's next, you don't know what you want to do. I believe Thinklist can help you with that. I believe Thinklist can not only help you get a easy channel path forward by using the focus mode. I believe that you can use the chat to talk to the AI to get clarity. I believe that you can use the docs to save the long-term strategies without having them in your head. I believe that you can use links to take all of the links and the tabs and the tools you found into one place. I believe that you can use files to save important files, and that all of this translates into less overwhelm, less stress, and less complexity, which will in turn help you as a founder or a driven person remove all of the issues that you have faced. And I hope this really helps for you. Try out Thinklist. There's a free trial, 7 days. If it didn't help you, let me know so I can try to improve the tool, and I will try to make the tool better. And if not, I hope you find whatever framework, tool, or thinking system that works for you. If Thinklist does help you, please let me know in the comments. And if you watch this video early on, there's a discount code called half50. It's half50 to get 50% off lifetime. And this is a limited discount code that you can use to try out the app and get the discount code as an early thinker, an early member. We also have a Reddit community called Thinklist, r/Thinklist, which you can join. And I hope this video was interesting to you. Hopefully you get all of the stress and mental overload moved away. See you in the next video.